Hey there, thanks for joining me for Bible journaling. Today we are going to be working on day 81 in our A Moment to Breathe. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I want that. I want 81 in our A Moment to Breathe. Wait a minute. Turn that off. Sorry about that. I turned it on the wrong thing. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining me. You found me over there today. Okay, so let's move some of this stuff. I got too much stuff over here. Okay, face cam. So, Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven, when you go to the regular page that you had it on, there's no picture. It doesn't show the video or the chat. Maybe if I push refresh. Let's try that. I don't know, let's go over here. Okay, so I'm trying to do an event today, so we're trying something new to see if we can get things set up ahead of time. Sorry about the echo. I turned off the monitor sound, so maybe that'll help. Hi, Julie. Oh, here comes Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven, so we can have a talk about it. So you got this little thing here.
Yeah, no, if it did something.
So I just went over here. It's fine. We'll just go like this. And then I turned the volume off.
Yeah, it's something screwy. It didn't load any of the description or anything in either.
Oh, okay.
So something screwy.
You want me to stop it and restart?
No, you're okay.
See, that's what I get for trying new things. Oh. Okay, anyway. So, we're going to be doing day 81 of our A Moment to Breathe devotional. So let's go ahead and read our story first before we get started. It says, when all you want to do is eat a cheeseburger and cry. Oh, that sounds about right. So our verse is Matthew 5:6. It says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. So let's go ahead and read our story down here. Out of desperation, I call my husband at work, but I hear his voicemail instead. Here I am at home with 2 screaming babies while he's in a quiet conference room with other adults. So I decide to leave a message, but I don't say anything. For 45 seconds, I let his voicemail record the shrill cries of 2 infants. I hang up and try everything in my mommy arsenal to soothe the shrieking cherubs. I feed them, change them, bathe them, and dress them. When that doesn't work, I swaddle and bounce, sway and burble. Still nothing. As a last resort, I buckle my babies in their car seats and take them for a drive around the neighborhood. A ride in the minivan usually quiets both of them. Then I have a brilliant idea. I know where we can go, and it won't even require getting out of the car. I find the nearest drive-thru and whisper thank you to the girl who hands me a paper bag with my cheeseburger and fries. I pull into a nearby parking space, and with both babies finally asleep, I eat my Happy Meal and cry. Several years have passed since I left the now infamous message on my husband's voicemail at work, but even now, when I feel down, I guess where I'm tempted to go. Not to my knees, not to God's Word, but to the nearest drive-thru altar. This isn't what I want to be true of me. I want to hunger and thirst for righteousness more than a cheeseburger and fries, because only God can fill a hungry heart. The deep hunger I feel inside can never be truly satisfied with food or anything else. Only when we come to the banquet of the King and dine in His presence, feasting on His goodness of His Word, are we truly filled. So our moment to breathe today says, open God's Word to drink from the living water, for isn't it's the only thing that will ever truly satisfy, not just when times are chaotic, but even in the quiet mundane of everyday, seek Him. So that's what we're going to do today. I love that story. That sounds about right for all parents with small children, is a trip somewhere in the car. I've done that. So let's go ahead and open my Bible. I've marked my page here. So today, since our verse is Matthew 5:6, I already did that page over here. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use this side. And then my idea is to use this Mo's digital pencil image called Claire, and I put a link, well, since I messed up the stream thing, the description down below, I'll have to load it afterwards, but her name's Claire, and I'll put all the stuff that I used today down in the description after I'm done doing our broadcast, because I forgot. So I'm going to do that, and then I printed out on some sticker paper, God's Calling, Seek Him, and then I made this little arrow up, and I'm going to have this point over here to our verse. That's my idea. So the fonts I used today are from the Hungry JPEG Marvelous March bundle. One is called Milk and Shake, and that's this one. And it also came with these wonderful little doodahs here, the different little embellishments, so that comes in there. And then we've got Gods. This is Bella Luna, and then this one down here, Calling, was from the Roar font, and I'll put all link to those after the video, after I'm done, down in the description box. So if you want to pick those up. Hi Chris, thanks for coming by. Oh, before I forget, Chris, I wasn't paying attention close enough yesterday when you were talking about the U version of the app for your phone, and yes, I do have that, and I love it. I misunderstood. I get too nervous when I'm on screen, and then I don't read all the comments, so all the way up, and so that was my fault that I completely misinterpreted that, but I love that app too. I have it on my phone. All right, so we're gonna go with this. So Claire here, and this girl here, she's reading the original one. She's reading a storybook, and I just didn't put the story thing on the front. I put the Holy Bible with a little cross. I drew that onto the Bible, onto her book instead, so she could be sitting in bed, and she is hungry and thirsty for the righteousness. She's learning about God here with her Bible. That was my thought on the girl here today. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to do some watercoloring. So let me grab my paint or my water. I got smart and finally just put the water in here with a lid. Let me turn on this so I can, in case Mike wants to talk to me, he can use the Discord thing. Alright, so grab a paintbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and use number 6. And I'm going to start out, I'm going to do some watercoloring. And I just got this new Prima paint set. It's called Complexion. And I'll again put a link to this down in the description box. Or if you would like me to order this, just email me and I would be happy to do it, because this is brand new. And I couldn't even find it over on Amazon. But it's got bunches, oh look, all my stuff fell out. It's got bunches of complexion colors, and this one is, what is this? 101. That goes right here. I need to snap them in here a little bit better, I guess. What's this? This one is 98. That doesn't look right. So we've got 98, 101. What happened to 105? Did I put them in the wrong way? 87, because they're on the side here. You got 91, 87, 95. Oh, here it is. So anyway, this whole thing here pops out. This comes out of here, like so. And what I need to do is put a little pop dot underneath these, and then they will stay in here. So, just so you know. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Look, it's got all these great complexion colors. And I'm going to use those, get a paper towel, to color my girl's face. So let's go ahead and get number 31, which is a light peachy color. And let's get this pink wet too, so we can get some cheek color on there. And then I'm going to do... down. I'm going to go ahead and watercolor first, and then I'm going to gesso her, and then we're going to use my some pencils. That's my thought. So we'll see how that goes first. And I traced her on with my light box, and I used my Illustrated Faith pen to trace her in. And I didn't have any problems doing, let me look at the back. You can still see it a little bit on the back, but not like, in a few spots where I stopped, like where I stopped the pen, you can see where it stopped a little bit, but it doesn't have too much bleed through. A couple little shadows. Nothing too traumatic. Go ahead and color her up here. Hi Olivia, thanks for coming by. Okay, so let's try adding a little bit of this pink. This is really pretty. I really like this set. I think this is going to come in very handy. I can never get the right shade of color for skin. I guess I'm just not very good at picking it out. But we'll see how this one goes. We'll try it out. We'll bring in a piece of paper. Let's go ahead and do a piece of paper. Whoops. I almost threw my book on the floor. Let's put a piece of paper back here. Carol is asking if I gessoed my page. I did not. I'm going to do the watercoloring first, and then I'm going to gesso over that, and then I maybe will go over with pencils at the end. That's my thought anyway. I'm going to try not to get it totally too wet. I'm going to try not to be too drastic with my water because it gets to be, I don't like it to wrinkle my page up. I know, silly, right? I color all over it, but I don't like it to wrinkle the page. I say that every time too. It's like, Fix this a little bit. I think that maybe we'll use this black right here to do her hair. And she's got like a little bow in her hair. I don't know why I bothered coloring that on there, but sometimes I leave things off. Just because I don't want to deal with them later. Yes, I'm going to... Julie's asking about the gesso. I'm going to use your gesso. I didn't do it beforehand because I wanted to do the pencils over the top. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put it on there and we'll see how it goes. Let's put this on first. Because with watercolors, you don't really need to... you don't need to gesso it. It doesn't bleed through to the other side. It just... It wrinkles the page up. The page, for me at least, tends to get really wrinkly. So let's dry this. Hi Esme, thanks for stopping by. Chris, how did your thing go yesterday with your friend? Did you decide to go sign up for your bachelor's degree? Hi, Aristi. I probably got that completely wrong. How's your eye today, Esme? Mine still has a twitch. It's completely freaking out. Okay. Pink on here. All right, so now we're gonna go, let's see, let's do this Bible too. Mine's blue, but mine's getting pretty full, so pretty soon I'm thinking that I may switch, and I've already bought a new one. It's black. I know, not very exciting, but my thought was when I bought it was I could maybe decorate the outside, like paint it. So I'd seen some people who have painted their Bible. And I think I bought the wrong one. Have you guys tried that? Painting on the outside of your Bible? I'm thinking that I'm going to go over these words with my gold pen after. So. Oh, good. I got it right the second time. I'm like, I think I said it wrong. Oh, yes, Chris, you're definitely going to need that first. But it's good to have goals. Well, I hope too that it goes without any hitches too, but sometimes that doesn't happen. I'm older, and I can just say from experience that sometimes things just happen. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for coming by. All right, so I've decided it's getting really wrinkly. It's like really crinkly now. I'm going to gesso it, and then we're going to paint some more. Because I'm not going to like the fact that it's wrinkling up like that. I don't like that. It'll drive me crazy. Let me fix this girl's cheeks. I can't deal with that either. I'm just going to wipe this around a little bit. And then I gotta dry it before I put the gesso on. I should have just gessoed it to begin with. Okay, so I'm going to use this clear gesso. Real life does happen. Things do not always go as you have planned, that's for sure. I'm going to go up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. So I usually do 2 coats. My thought was I would paint first and then do the gesso and then do some highlights with my pencils, but with it all crinkly like this, I should know better. It's one of those things I cannot live with. Kind of like going through to the other side. I'm not very good with it. Uh-oh. Careful. That black did not want to stay on there. Okay, let's dab this like this. Okay, then let's set that. And then we will, whoops, let me wipe over here real quick. I got a little bit of, I picked up some of that black paint, it must not have been dry all the way, and I smeared it out here, so let's wipe this off. Okay, now let's try it. So don't forget, I'll put, I was trying to do the event thing today on the live stream and I messed it all up. So the description at the bottom is missing all the stuff. So after we get done, I'll make sure to list everything down below. So in case you want to pick something up, it'll be down there. I just thought if you put the stuff in the event thing, you could go from the event thing in YouTube and then straight to streaming and it would all be there. But no. That did not work, or I did it wrong. Okay, so we're going to put a second coat. I just thought the event thing for them would be, you can load all the description in there and all the pictures, and I could have the next 2 weeks of live streams all set up, and then I could just go in there and live stream from that, and then have everything pull from that page, but that did not happen. So if you're watching over on YouTube, the description is missing. Alright, let's go with that. The gesso, Esme's asking if the gesso hardens the paper. It doesn't, it makes it a little bit, like, here, let me feel it. Just dry it first, and then I'll feel the page. It feels like textured. It's got like, just like a little rubbery surface on the outside. But it makes it so things can't go through to the other side. So like it's got, it feels rougher. Just like it's got something on it. I think we find a page that doesn't have. That has something on it. It doesn't feel any, just a bit. It's kind of crinkly. It doesn't bend as good, but it doesn't feel like it's, you put a big blob of stuff on there. It just feels a little bit rougher on the outside. Carol is asking if I've ever done just the one coat of gesso. I have not. I always just put two, just because someone said you should put two. Plus two, if you missed a spot, putting two coats, and then in the long run, you probably make sure that you've hit the spot in case you missed it. All right, so now we are going to switch to, makes it, Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven says it makes it crispy. It does make it crispy. It's kind of crispy, I guess, yeah. But it feels kind of, it doesn't feel like sandpaper. It just feels like it's got some plastic stuff over the top of it. All right, so today I'm going to be using my Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. We're going to use these. And then I'm going to use the, these are the watercolor ones. And we're going to use the colored pencil ones to do some stuff on the outside. But what I like about these is all the colors that are here are also, these are the watercolor ones, but all the watercolor names match the pencil names. So if you look at your page and it says here you have light yellow, when you get, well, it helps if it's right side up. When you go pull out your regular pencils, you have one that's called light yellow. So they match. So just something to keep in mind if you're buying pencils. And I really like these. All right, so let's color with our pencils, or our watercolor pencils here. Okay, so we're gonna need, let's see, we're doing black up in here, so let's give her a purple. What's over here? Oh, we got red over here. Let's do, we should probably make it match this side, maybe. So let's do, oh, deep red. So deep red is 223. Now you have to find it. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm gonna zoom back down. And when I do my pencils, I like to just pick the pencil or pick the color up off of the pencil. I find that it works best for me to just go like this and pick some up and then color it on the page. And with the gesso, what's going to happen is it's going to sit on top because it's now got this coating on the top of it. It's not just going to sink into the paper. That's what I was trying to do by doing this watercoloring first, was avoid that, but that is not what happened. And I got some on her skirt. Let's take that off. So if you do it with that, you can also do, wipe this off, you can also lightly color it onto the girl. And this is the rabbit's leg. So if you lightly color it on, and it feels kind of, when you rub over it, you can kind of see the pencil marks, the paper, the gesso we put on. Okay, so then we're going to use our water and our brush and dissolve pencil. And this works actually. I'm liking these better. I haven't tried these in my Bible before. I've used the Inktense ones a lot, and they work better just pulling it off the pencil. But I'm thinking that I like these better, coloring it on the page. But these pencils are not free. These are a high quality pencil. And then you got your little rabbit. Don't color him red. He does not want to be red. Oops. That's the rabbit. After I said that, then I color him anyway. And she had a little heart up here on her pajamas that were drawn on here, but I left that off. Thanks, Chris. So far, so good. But I really like the pencil, coloring it on with these pencils anyway. I really like how it looks with the just coloring it straight onto the page. It didn't leave any harsh lines when I tried to move it around. Like I find when I use the Inktense pencils, I find that maybe I don't move it fast enough, or I draw harder, I don't know. But it just, when you do the Inktense pencils, they work good for pulling them off of the pencil and then putting them on. But when I do like this, where I color on the page, it seems like it leaves lines everywhere. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. So I can totally relate with our story this morning about going to McDonald's, because Lexi was having a morning and she wanted to take a water bottle to school or something, and she was throwing a fit on the way out the door. She's 5. So luckily Dad took her to school today. Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven had to drive her. And I usually take her and drop her off in the bus line. You get in line and then you just pull up to the door and she gets out and I give her a kiss or whatever. But today she decided wherever Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven was going to be dropping her off was not where she normally gets dropped off. So she had a complete meltdown in the car. So I'm glad I did not have to take her to school. So I'm thankful for that. Evidently, she had to get back in the car, and they had to drive around to the other side, go back around and stop and have a talk. Yeah. So hopefully she has a better day once she gets started, because poor Mrs. Ramsey's not going to love that. It's going to be a crying day, evidently. So Carol's asking what kind of pencils I'm using. I am using the Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. They are... Who knows what that says? Here, let me put it up here. This right here. I have no idea how to say that. Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven says is asking if they're not free. They are not free. They're kind of expensive. But let me just tell you, they are worth every penny. They are really nice. Okay, so let's see. We've got green over here on this side. So let's go ahead and do... trying to kind of make it match the other side of the other page since I already did that page. So let's do... There's also some yellow or some gold. So let's see if we can do some of that. Let me see here. I'm thinking I'm going to do 113, which is orange glaze. So, yeah, 113. Let's go ahead and try this one. This looks pretty. We can put this back here on the pillow. And don't forget, I'll put all this stuff in the description after we get done. And I'll also, later today, I'll post it over on the blog. It'll be over there. After I get done, I usually take a picture of the page and then change the thumbnail on the video and do a post on my blog. So in case you want to go over there and check it out, you can. But that will happen after coloring at 11. Carol is asking if I made up that color chart. I did. I just went along and did a color chart. I made some boxes on there, and then I filled them all in, and then after I got done painting all the colors in, I erased all the little squares. And I just ordered a pencil case that I like the one I have my other pencils in, so I'm going to move them as soon as that comes. I think tomorrow I'm going to move them all into that because I don't like this tin. It's much easier to flip through the little folder book, little pencil case, than it is to deal with this little box. Although the box takes up less space. Is this, Esme, are these the pencils you use? I love your painting you did the other day with your pan pastels. It was really pretty. Okay, why do I have this space right here? Let's fix that. I don't know, I think this is her skirt. I should have painted this. I thought it was a ruffle, but that's not. That's the bottom of her dress, or her under her pajamas. Okay. All right, a little rabbit. Oh, wait. Right here. There's a little bit of pillow. And then, what are we going to do with this? Let's make that... Oh, what do we got? 108. So 108 is dark cadmium yellow. Ooh, that's pretty. Look how dark it is. I like that. I like really bright colors. Esme uses a luminance. Oh, do you like those? I have my eye on some. See how I am? I got my eye on them. Oh. Okay, let's move this over here. See, with this box, you have to pick everything up. I don't really like this box business. With the little pencil case, you just flip through until you find what you want, and then you're good to go. Okay, let's go. We need to color a little rabbit. So I'm thinking maybe he can be Naples yellow, which is 185. Here, Naples yellow. It's kind of a cream color, yellowish creamy color. And now we'll find, when I color this, we'll discover what it was that I missed on her. That happens to me all the time. I'll be coloring something and then later I'm like, oh, that's part of her shirt. Like right here. I'm going to say that's part of her shirt and this is part of her shirt. Because his arm goes right here. And now that I put the red on there, I'm going to have to be careful not to touch that while I do his face. Must dry first. Esme says those pencils are awesome. Yeah, they're on my list. They're on my wish list. Like I need more. I don't know. I have the Prismas, and I have these Faber-Castell ones, and I have some, Karadashi ones. They're Pablo ones. I haven't really tried those yet. I still have to swatch them. Okay. She's got this little skirt down here. Well, should we paint her skirt? I wonder what this is. What's this? Oh, that must be the ruffle. So, should we paint this ruffle? What do you guys think? Is this the Naples one? No. I'm going to use those next, Esme. I don't use them as much because I didn't know... I just started using the pencils. But I do have those. We're going to use those after we get done doing this watercolor part. I'm going to use some of those, the pencil part, to add some shading. This little rabbit. I'm thinking he needs some pink in his ears, though. Okay, let me see. Pink. What's this? Dark flesh. No. How about medium flesh? Just because it's at the bottom of my pile. Okay, so we're going to do the inside of this. Okay, let me see here. Carol's asking if I have my Inktense colors in a case. I do not, but I ordered one, and so I will be putting those in a case because I really like the little folder that you flip through, and then it's just easier than getting things out of this box. Okay, so this ruffle here, what am I going to do with that? We need to do... I'm thinking she needs... No, we're going to do that with something else. Let's do this light pink. So this is 132 light flesh. We can't just leave this white. I don't like that. We'll get a little bit of color. My thought is I'll put all my pencils in these little cute little cases and swatch them all. Swatching takes forever. Do you girls swatch your pencils? Chris, do you paint? Or color or whatever? Okay, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. And then I'm going to use the pencils, just the regular pencils, to put that in there. I'm gonna dry this. Seven pencils is a start, Esme. Yes, a swatch sheet. You have a swatch sheet for all of your pencils. I really like having the swatch sheet. I have to be able to see what color that pencil is when I use it. Okay, so let's grab, what do we got here? So for this red, we used 223, which was deep red. So let's find that in our pencil case. They do take forever, Esme. But they're worth it. Okay, deep red is going to be... I'm thinking too that because I have them in these little pencil cases that maybe I should do the swatches so that... Right now my swatch sheet looks like... Let me go up. My swatch sheet looks like this. But then when you go to look in your pencil case, I have them in this pencil case, I maybe need to have all of these on one sheet so that when you flip it, you have all of them on a different sheet. Because then you have to, maybe you'd spend less time looking for things. Maybe. Okay, what did I say it was? 220... I forgot what number it was. 223 deep red. Okay, so we're going to grab the regular pencil. So this is the regular Faber-Castell pencil. And we're going to add some of that just to darken up some spots. Okay, and then for the pillow, we used orange glaze, which is 113. Show you the swatch sheet. So here is, let me go back up. Julie's asking to see the swatch sheet. So I have mine, and this one I did get off of line. This I got from MaryJaneFineArt.com. But it's just got all of the colored pencils on there. I have one also for my Prismacolor pencils. And then for my swatch sheet for my watercolor pencils, I couldn't find one, so I just made one up. But I'm thinking that when I put them in, like I said, in my little case, that I'm going to put each pencil on their own little strip. So you have this little strip here, maybe longer, and each little section will have a strip. That's my thought anyway. Yes, Carol, I do it with both. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add some of this orange, or what is this one? Orange glaze. And you don't have to put the pencils on there after you do the watercoloring. I'm just going to use it to do the shading a little bit. Just because I like it. Okay. Then we had the yellow, which was dark cadmium yellow 108. And I can still read the words through my page if you guys are worried about that. Okay, next is going to be Naples Yellow, which is 185, and that was in the back. Okay, and this was the rabbit. And then what did we do for her little outfit? Her little outfit was 132. 131 just to add some shadows in there. So I'm just going to kind of go on these little creases that she has on her little outfit. Thinking that she maybe needs a little bit of pink on her cheeks. That pink I put on there with the watercolor doesn't seem to be holding up very well. And then let's do something with this hair. She's gonna have to have something with that hair. We can't have that. So let's do black. How about that? Carol's asking if you can do the same thing with the Prismacolor pencils and their watercolor pencils. Yes. Okay, so for her hair, she's got curly hair, so I'm just going to do some little circles in here to make it curlier. Or make it look like she has curly hair, not just a big blob. And let's grab the red up here for these. I forgot about her little hair bow. And she should probably sit on something. Let's have her sit on... Oh, warm gray number 4. Let's see, is this warm gray? Warm gray number 4. That seems too dark. How about warm gray number 2? I don't want her to float. Okay, so that was 2. Then let's go with the 4. Oops, I colored her foot. And this Bible, let's add a little bit of this in here. It's looking kind of patchy. Okay. Alright, we're going to call that good for coloring. Let's move all this stuff over here. And let me zoom up. Okay, so we got this. Let me move my water so I don't spill that. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this, what is this? It's a Pen Touch gold pen to put my cross back on my Bible. Maybe I'll do write the words back on too. Let's see if my pen's gonna work today. Not that one. Hey, let me see. These pens, after you use them on the gesso for a while, they do not work. Okay, that one seems way too thick. Oh, here's another one. Okay, here's one. Let's try this. I'll shake this up. The circles, Carol loves the circle in her hair. I think that gives it just a little something. Now she's all circly. Okay, so you have to be careful with this pen. You don't want it to go everywhere, so let me try it over here first. Okay. Let's make a little cross there. Okay, and then we want to put our words on, so let's grab that. So we're going to do, I want to make sure this one points over to our verse, so like this. My page is completely curling up here. Go over here. It's being difficult. Maybe because it needs to be up a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to do God's Calling. I'm going to put that up here. So this stuff, does our page on the back? No. Okay, so you're going to have to peel it off. And you want to be careful putting these on because the sticker paper, once you stick it, you're not getting that off. Oops. So you gotta be careful. Hi, Connie. Thanks for coming by. And I did print these out yesterday because sometimes I find when you put it on the sticker paper that it still stays wet a little bit. So I've done that where you've printed like red on here and the red stays damp and then you stick it on, it gets everywhere. So I did print these out yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to put, maybe I should put this, wait a minute. Put this back on here for a second. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put this one down first. So I make sure to leave room for my arrow to go in the right direction. Okay, and I probably should have peeled it from the other way. Let's do this side first. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll make sure that it goes the right direction. I'm just going to peel it off a little bit so I can make sure I get it going where I want. And so our verse is right here. So I'm going to go like this. Then we'll put this over here. And my handwriting is, I don't like it. So for me, using these little fonts is the perfect answer for that. Is you just put the little, you print it out on some sticker paper and you stick it in there. Oh, look, I have black on my hand. I'm wiping it onto the page. Let me get some water. Okay, that's just stuck on there. We're stuck with that. Alrighty then, let's see here. What else have we got? Let's see, we should probably do... oh, what do I do with my pencil? Let's do my journaling. And so there's plenty of room over here for something to say. Let me think. What is today? See how with it I am? I don't know. 22nd. So there we have it, all colored up. Doesn't she look awesome? Do you guys have a question or anything like that? Bye, Julie. Have a great day. Whoops. Helps if you shut the wrapper. All right, girls, so that's going to do it for me for this week. I hope you had fun doing Bible journaling with me today. If you have a question, make sure and leave it down in the comments below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. I'll go ahead after I get done here. I will load the description and the title and change the little thumbnail so that it's how it's supposed to be. I'll put that all on there, and I'll also post it over on the store blog if you want to go over there and see it up close and read what I got to say over there. So I hope you guys all had fun, and I have a fabulous week. I'll see you next Thursday, unless you're going to join me in an hour for coloring. Then I'll see you then. Bye, guys.